Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to this week's video. This week I'm showing you how I achieved this beautiful, stunning look. This is half miracle knots slash braids and half sewn, and it's not even half, it's more of like 3/4 sewn and 1/4 braids. I love how big this hair is. This is definitely an all season look. This is summer, this is winter, this is fall, and it's just such a lightweight style as well that I just love its versatility. Just to share some details about the hair with you, this is the water jerry curl weft bundle in 18 inches and crochet hair in 14 inches. So these pieces at the front are 14 inches and then these are 18, so they're a little bit longer at the back. But yeah, beautiful. Let me actually walk you through how I did in the install. All right, so we're gonna get started. Details first. This is from CurlsQueen. There's a lot of things in here. First of all, let's open the main deal. I love a good dust bag. I just want to say that I love dust bags for traveling, storing random things. Anyway, in here we have two main situations going on. So we have the actual bundle. So this is where the wefts are. So as I mentioned, this is going to be half sewing and half miracle knot. So this is the actual wefts itself, and then these are the crochet pieces. So I'm going to take it out, just going to show you unraveled. This is, what is that? 31. What's 31 times 2? 62. So you're getting about 62 inches. I feel like it's going to be like just enough for my head. I might even have a little bit of leftovers. But this is the second portion. There were about 30 individual pieces for these crochet pieces. The package also came with a hair bonnet. I really enjoy this because it was adjustable at the back, and my hair bonnet currently is not adjustable, so I really appreciated that little detail. And also a paddle brush. This package came with a paddle brush, which was actually very essential in defining the curls at the end, which you'll see later on. I'm gonna do 2 rows at the front, and then the rest is just gonna be wefts. So I think I'm gonna start with this much. Pretty happy with my parting. It's a little bit of an M. I'm just gonna, let me put these in cornrows so that they're out of the way. We're gonna come back to them at the very end. All right, we have 2 braids here, so the rest is just gonna go that way. I have my needle and then thread. I'm just going to thread it. So here I just use my needle to secure the last piece of braid onto my hair, and then I was deciding whether or not I wanted to do 2 rows at a time or 1 row at a time, but I ended up doing 1 at a time. Okay, so it's been like 20 minutes and I've only done 2 rows, so that's that. One thing I will say that I'm noticing is the wefts are really thick. Like, it is very difficult to put the needle through it. I feel like they need to make it a little bit thinner so that this is easier, because especially with sewing, like, it's going through the hair, or at least while I'm sewing, I'm going through the hair instead of through the weft. I know you can't always go through the weft, like in terms of when you're sewing a whole row, putting the needle through the weft every single time is not realistic. Like, you know, sometimes I do just the lazy way, I do it through the hair, but this is very difficult to pierce through. Like, it's very difficult to pierce through the hair and come out on the other side. So I don't love that, but I think once you have gone through the weft for the first, basically only going through the weft at each corner. So when I get here and I have to fold and go to the other side, then I go through the weft. But when I'm just sewing across, I don't go through the weft. I just go through the hair itself. But yeah, this shouldn't be this hard. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to pierce through. Anyway, this is where we're at. We're only 2 rows in. I just turned around. If I was to give one tip during this process, it would just be to double knot. So as I mentioned, I didn't go through the weft every single time, and because of that, I felt the need to double knot the thread every single time I went through the hair. So I'll put the needle through my natural hair and then through the hair, and then I'll double knot. And even if I went through the weft or just the hair itself, I would always double knot just to provide extra security, and I think that really helped. I don't often do sewing, so this actually took me a lot longer than I thought it would. But if it's your first time or you don't do this often, I'll just say take your time or even ask for help. Okay, so this looks really good so far. The end, I just tucked it, it's like right there. Just tucked it right underneath the first braid. And then this is the ending. So once the sewing pieces were done, this was my favorite part because this literally took, I don't even want to say 10 minutes. It was so quick. So I parted my hair into 2 and I started with the crochet pieces. So I inserted the same way I would just start a regular feed-in braid or knotless braid. I just started using the threaded part to make sure that the threaded part is in between my hair or in between my fingers, and I started braiding down. So I started with this first braid I started with just 1 piece. I was trying to like ration the 30 pieces of crochet hair. As I mentioned, there's only 30, so I was trying to make sure that I used it all around. But for the first one, I only used 1 piece of hair, and for the second row I used 2 pieces of hair, and then I kind of alternated just so it gives it a very equal distribution. So I braided about, I want to say 5-6 strands down, and then I started twisting. So here you'll see me using 2 pieces and distributing the strands in between the braids just so it's even. And yeah, I started braiding. Some of the pieces I twisted, and some of it I twisted down after I braided just for it to hold. Here I'm just going to show you a slow down motion of how I actually inserted it. Again, it's just like a knotless braid. If you can braid, or if you know how to do knotless braids, it's the same technique. I braid for a little while and then I start twisting, and then I just let it fall free. It was quite easy to do. This took me no longer than 10 minutes to finish the perimeter, so I was very happy with this part. I'm gonna come back when this is all done, okay? All right, so this is it. This track here, I'm gonna use my crochet pin to take some hair from the back just to like loop and bring to the front, because I think it just needs to be hidden a little bit better. So as I mentioned, just to hide the track, I pulled some hair using my crochet pin from the back to the front, just so the track is hidden. And then to define the curls, I sprayed the curls with some water from my spray bottle, and then I put some leave-in conditioner. Honestly, any cream products will do, just to help define the curls. And then the last step is this paddle brush. You see how this paddle brush literally softens the curls and brings it all together. My hair was just bouncy, full, and defined after, and you can see the curls are just flowing naturally. And lastly, I just gelled my edges and I took some pictures because I was feeling myself. Because look at this, look at the material, the curls, so bouncy, so full. This is 18 inches, but to be honest, I feel like, you know, with curly hair you can never really tell, but 18 inches, I love the curls. Look at that. This can be worn either side part, middle part, half up, half down. Side part is always my usual go-to, so I'm keeping it a side part for now. So that's everything from me. If you have any questions at all, let me know down below. I think I was pretty thorough with how I did it, but if you have any questions, if I didn't miss anything, let me know down below, and I'm happy to sorry, I'm obsessed. And I'm happy to answer any questions. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.